It's no secret that Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa.
What's more to her?
With over 3 billion metric tons of iron ore deposits found in Kogi, Enugu, and Niger states, an estimated 10 million tons of lead-zinc veins spread across many states in Nigeria.
Over 7.5 million tons of barite in Taraba and Bauchi states, an abundance of lithium and gold in Nasarawa, Ogun State, and many more. Nigeria is blessed with a diverse mix of mineral deposits.
The Nigerian government, through the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, is setting the pace to reposition Nigeria as an economic powerhouse.
Join us every Monday, 16:30 GMT, and on Saturday, 9 hours GMT, for the program Uncovering Nigeria's Hidden Gems.
Uncovering Nigeria's Hidden Gems,
where we highlight the activities of the solid minerals sector to discover the vast natural resources of the country and know more about the sector.
Remember, Mondays at 16:30 GMT and Saturdays at 9 hours GMT.
Uncovering Nigeria's Hidden Gems.
I am Professor Zacchaeus Opafunso. I am a professor of mine engineering and of course the registrar and CEO of Council of Nigerian Mine Engineers and Geoscientists, COMEG. COMEG was established in 1990 by decree number 40 by the military regime, but was recapped in 2004, 14 years after, to be an act of parliament number 40 of 2004, and it was established principally to monitor, to regulate and oversight the work of professionals in the Nigeria extractive industry or extractive space. That includes, but not limited to, oil and gas, professionals working there, solid minerals, mine and steel, water resources, agriculture, and a whole lot of others. And these professionals are mine engineers, metallurgical engineers, petroleum engineers, geologists, geophysicists, hydrogeologists in the water sector, and all allied disciplines that deal with removing of materials economically from the ground and processing it, adding value to it to make sure it is useful for human use. In other words, either as raw materials for other industry, or exports, or for direct industrial consumption. There are a lot of quackery in the system. So we are one of those agencies that government empower to actually ensure that professionals that have been probably trained by universities and polytechnics are well placed to be able to practice and work in Nigerian extractive industry, making sure the best international practices are adopted. The other area of our work is to ensure the Act, Section 13(1), empower COMEG to ensure that the caliber of people that are trained in Nigerian higher institutions meet the minimum COMEG accreditation standard. And that means we go there periodically to go and inspect their facilities. We are also mandated to carry out what is known as monitoring and evaluations of the performance of our member on duty. Section 73 of Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act 2007 empower the Honorable Minister to ensure or direct the Honorable Minister to ensure that no mining operations will take place in Nigeria unless you have employed a mining engineer or a geologist for exploration purposes. and Section 139 of Nigerian Minerals and Mining Regulation 2011 define who such professionals should be, those that are up to date and registered with COMEG. Early this year, we put a paper to the minister. This is the act, sir, that gives you power to do this 1, 2, 3. We hereby appeal that you exercise your power as appropriate through COMEG to be able to implement this section. And the minister said, "But approved." So it's our duty now to make sure that every company employs a mining engineer. It's our duty that every exploration company employ a geology or a geophysics. The other one that are not major are divided into 10, 50%, and I'll mention them briefly, is the issue of liaising with other agencies and universities, collaborating with them to make sure Nigerian extractive industry space is operating at optimal level. And the minister also will ask him, if we approach an industry and they have violated the rules on an individual, please empower to go to court. He said, "COMEG, go ahead and go to court." Yes, we have had so good like that. I have the paper with me. So we are in the before the end of the year, you will see COMEG taking people that have violated Nigerian law to court. Any law of National Assembly, you are bound to obey it. Either you are a Nigerian or a foreigner. The laws are made for a purpose. And this is why COMEG has been empowered not only to back, but to bite. And we are ready to go a long way. Through that pronouncement of the minister, we are warming up. The next place is court. After we are giving you letters, we are giving you an advance, and we have reminded you, you refuse to go. I don't want to mention the name of the industry. The industries in North Central, they have employed close to 30 foreigners, and they are not registered with COMEG. We are trapping them. We have some institutions run by Lebanese. I don't want to mention the location. They are training geoscientists, geology, geophysics. They refuse COMEG accreditation, contrary to the law. National Assembly is not there for fun. That the beacon of democracy, that the people that represent us, they are our representatives, and they make law for good governance of this nation. People cannot just at will go against them. The minister has the power to go ahead of them, and we are going after them. To be able to censor people on what we are doing and how we are going about it. So in addition to all our specialty groups, we have economic geology group, we have mining engineering group, we have AMGA, we have almost 8 or 10 different groups through which we operate. And we send all our guidelines to them to be able to get our people to know exactly what we are doing. Publicity is the key, and that's what the minister has brought on board. Concerning this ministry, we're excited about it. For me to come here is a plus and talk to the world. I want to give kudos to him. Because when you are doing something people don't know about it, then of course, what you are doing is very with it. COMEG is the only regulatory agency in West Africa, jurisdictional body, that is recognized by National Assembly. Ghana does not have. They are looking for a way of doing it. So that is an area we can derive maximum benefits for a member to be able to now know exactly what we are doing. The other innovation is not to sit at limbo and say, okay, what are you going to do? You are no more in funding now. What do we link up with a member in overseas? Our member here. What can we do for COMEG? What can we do together? They have sent proposal to us on training, so that we can have joint training, both electronically and physically. Then of course that brings more income. The other one is we are working with Drill Rig Owners Association of Nigeria. It is the mining industry that we should pay attention to sustain our economy. And agriculture also has been given due attention. And this government is paying attention to mining. But the issue of environmental degradation, the management of it must go pari passu. And we are educating our members along that line. A whole unit, directories on environment is in this ministry, to be able to power that. And we as regulator, we emphasize that it happened to be almost 25% of the area we examine our students on. Because if you don't take care of the environment will take care of you. Yes, that's the logic. To handle the environment very well, otherwise the environment will handle you. Look at trade more. trade money in Lugbe every year, and they didn't handle the environment very well. They said they will handle it, and what will handle them? And when the environment take the upper hand, it's a problem. Mining is high risk venture. I repeat, high risk, high capital, and then you also have a lot of unpredictability in it. In other words, you do exploration, and then unlike oil and gas that you can easily block easily because you already drill down, you know what is the quantity of gas, what is the quantity. This one, mineralization can show you that it's moving this way and turn back and come this way. That's mining for you. But from the word go, the law here require an investor or a potential mining operator to post a bond before you go to the industry. At the retreat we had, the minister paid attention to this. COMEG pointed out critically that it must be done. And the minister is on it, on top of it, because I follow up. The PAM said he's aware of this, he asked me to do some work. We follow up that the ministry, they have done advertisement for people to build, do some things about that particular department. Because you don't post a bond, you don't go into mining. The bond means you are paying money to some fund because they need to get a fund manager. That's why I'm not taking off. The bidding has been completed. I'm aware, I follow up what's going on in my ministry. So the bidding has been completed. So the fund manager will come on board so that when you pay your money to that particular person, you go into mining. The moment you finish, you are supposed to use your money to reclaim that area. Reclamation means turning the area back to where you met it or how it is useful to money. So let's hold Nigeria in high esteem. And how do you do that? Our area that can bring revenue to solve the current challenges, we should pay attention to it. There will be more money for exploration. I'm a mining engineer, the first professor of mining engineering in Nigeria. If you don't put money into exploration, it becomes difficult to have the data that the investor will come and use to develop the nation.